Grand Rising, y'all. A lot of y'all are into the spiritual culture. A lot of y'all are into law of attraction. A lot of y'all are into magic. A lot of y'all are studying these esoteric concepts, not because you want to become better people, not because you want to figure out how you could get rid of some of your childhood trauma, not so you could do your own shadow work, not so you could reprogram your thoughts, your ideas, the way you envision things, the way you think about money, the way you think about family, the way you think about society, the way you are influenced by the world, by the media, and by others. You're not trying to improve. You're not trying to get wiser. You're not trying to gain more understanding. You're not trying to get sharper. You're not even trying to enhance your own spiritual abilities. What you really want is you want something for nothing. You want something for nothing. So you want a bibbity bobbity boop, right? You want to be able to think and grow rich, literally. You want to be able to sit up in your house, decoding Netflix movies, watching a whole bunch of TV and nonsense, right? You know who's a clone, who's not a clone, who's taking adrenochrome, who's not taking adrenochrome. You know all these things, right? But one thing you don't know how to do is get your ass up and go get something. What you don't know how to do is get your ass up and go grind and go get it. Okay? Go out there and go make something happen. This is what all your ancestors did, even the ones that were magical, even the ones that had altars, the ones that had that were in tune with nature. They created pyramids. They created society. They created civilization. They created sewer systems. They taught the world how to dine, how to use dinner plates, how to sit down in chairs. Okay? The ancient African taught the world civilization. There is no religion or scientific or spiritual thought without the ancient African. But guess what? It had to be created. Somebody had to get up and go do it. I'm not saying the law of attraction can't work. I'm the first person to tell you, as I always tell you, that you're an electromagnetic being. So you have electricity and you have magnetism. That's the source of your magic right there. You're creating a magical aura for yourself, right? But you got to go out there and get something. You got to go out there and pick something up to put something down. You can't be sitting here on the internet talking about the law of attraction and you're broke. You can't be sitting here on the internet talking about magic spells and lighting candles and hoodoo and all these things, and you can't pay your motherfucking child support. Rob Blackstorm is many things, right? I have my own faults, as we all do, right? But one thing's for sure, two things for certain, my rent is paid, okay? My baby moms, they calling me for the money, for the child support, okay? You got to go out there and get something. You got to go out there and make some money. Even if you're down and out right now, you got to figure out a way to get it. That's what this spirituality is all about. That's what this magic is all about. That's what the law of attraction is all about. That's what this esoteric culture is all about. It's about taking one step, as the Christians say, it's about taking one step to God and God taking two steps back. It's about taking, if y'all don't like the concept of God, let's say it's about taking one step to the Creator. If you don't like the concept of the Creator, let's say it's about taking one or two steps to the ancestors and having them help you do you. And if you really want to pick something up, if you really want to get something, you got to grind for it. Okay? You got to sow some seed. You got to sow some seed on this planet. You got to sow some seed on this earth. The universe doesn't want anybody that's lazy. Okay? The universe doesn't want anybody that's not going to do anything. As I told y'all in the video before, God is a creator. God is a creator. God is a builder and a destroyer. Generator, operator, destroyer. So if you're not going to build anything, if you're not going to create anything, if you're not going to put your best foot forward on a day-to-day basis, then don't expect the ancestors to help you. Don't expect the law of attraction to work. Don't expect for your spells to manifest, because you're not putting forth the effort and the energy needed to assist your damn self. Yes, we live in a holographic universe. Yes, 99.8% of the visible world is invisible. So yes, the invisible, the hidden, which is what occult means, the hidden is way more powerful than what's visible, right? Those of us that have tapped in know this. But you got to work with that energy, with the physical body that you've been gifted. These 5 fingers, this brain, this frontal lobe, and these feet. You can't talk about having an open third eye, but you don't have abundance coming in. And this is not to say you're not going to go through ups and downs, because we all do. But the whole purpose of being part of this spiritual community, or even doing spiritual work as a Lone Ranger, is for you to manifest the things that you want, for you to manifest peace, power, and prosperity. Ultimately, the goal is peace, power, and prosperity. But no one could get to that but you putting in the work, but you putting in the effort, but you creating something, but you building something. A lot of y'all are waiting for a savior, and the savior is not necessarily Jesus. You waiting to marry the right woman, or be with the right girl, or marry the right man, or find the right sugar daddy, and you think that that's your way out. You better start creating. Don't come with all this ancestral talk and you don't got a website, you don't got a YouTube page, you don't got a business, you ain't helping nobody with anything, you don't have a service to offer. But you talking about you one with God. Nah. God don't want that. Your ancestors don't want that. Your ancestors grinded for everything that they got. So don't be using the law of attraction as a means to be lazy. Don't use the spirituality as a means to be lazy. A lot of y'all don't want to change anything in your life. You just want to find a quick way to get some money, and you just want to find a quick way to make somebody fall in love with you. And you're trying to manipulate them at that, using this magic and using this spirituality to make them fall in love with you. And you might hit a lick, right, real quick doing a money spell, but that's only temporary, because you haven't reconditioned your mind on how to manage your money, and your ancestors aren't guiding you, because you're not purifying your temple so that you're able to receive an abundance of money from nowhere. Because as you start to do this work, and especially as you start to live your purpose and walk in your purpose. Now, I'll tell you this and you guys have seen my journey, okay? At least part of it so far, those of you who follow me. The more you start to live your purpose, the more you start to go after who you are, the more you start to walk the path, the more money will start coming to you. The more opportunities will start coming to you. The more things will manifest. But you got to walk your dogs, okay? Anubis is a deity of the underworld, okay? And you could say he's a jackal head or a dog head god. So you got to walk your dogs in order for the underworld to even take, in order for the underworld to even care, really. But a lot of y'all don't want to do anything with your lives. You just want shit to come to you out of thin air. And that's not the way life works for anybody. All right? So let's make our ancestors proud. Let's start creating, start building. Okay? Those of you who are already in alliances, okay? You got people, you got homies, you got all these Instagram, all these Facebook followers, all these people, start tapping in. Figure out how to link with each other. I said this last night in my YouTube video. Everybody ain't got to be the boss. I know all the rappers say you got to be the CEO, and all the influencers on Instagram are saying you got to be the CEO. But nah, somebody got to play second in position. Somebody got to play third in position. Somebody got to play fourth in position. Somebody got to clean up the office and take out the trash, okay? Somebody's got to be the one to talk to people. Somebody's got to be the one to do the back end, okay? But you guys all have the same interest. You guys are all following each other. You guys are all in these groups. Start building startups. Start creating something. Really make your ancestors proud in 2021. Especially if you way younger than me. You got all the opportunity in the world if you got one of these smartphones in your hand. Don't use the law of attraction. Don't use spirituality. And don't use magic and esoteric occultism as an excuse to be lazy. Stop wanting something for nothing. Peace, power, prosperity, y'all.